Hey guys, it's the Nerdy Dad Vlog. I'm Dan, and I've got another toy to show to you guys. If you're a fan of 80s cartoons and all the nostalgic stuff that came out of that period, then you might like the Thundercats. So several years ago, I think, actually not a few years ago, Cartoon Network did this awesome reboot of the Thundercats, and they really modernized the cartoon and streamlined the story. I wasn't really a big fan of Thundercats back in the 80s. Actually, that's around the time frame when I was born. So I didn't really have a connection or sentimental attachment towards these guys. But when the Cartoon Network show came out, it was just really awesome. I mean, the animation was badass. They just had a different take on it, and I think I latched onto it really quickly. And it only lasted for about a season and a half, not even 2 seasons, and when it was gone, I was really sad because I really got attached to this cartoon. I thought for sure it would go at least 3-4 seasons, but that seems to be the trend with Cartoon Network cartoons or just new series in general for cartoons. They don't last that long, it's really sad. But anyways, the good thing that came out of that, and you know where I'm heading, because it always comes down to the toys, is that they came out with some awesome action figures. A lot of them were unfinished. They only came out with the 3-inch figures, 3.5-inch figures. Then they came out with the Thundercat Vehicle. I apologize if I don't know the name. I wasn't big on Thundercats, but they came out with a vehicle. Then they came out with the base. I also don't know the name, so don't lambaste me for that. But they came out with those things. But I didn't gravitate towards that. When I started collecting toys as an adult, more seriously, I gravitated towards the 6-inch scale figure, which was the Lion-O, and it's a fantastic figure. I think a lot of people slept on this. I think a lot of people didn't take notice of this. A lot of purists, I would say. They were like, "Oh, bring back the old Thundercats." This is not the Thundercats I love. 5 years removed from that, it's still an awesome toy. So let me show this toy to you guys, and let me see what you think. I can't really see how you think. I had to think about that. But you could comment. Totally comment. So this is the 6-inch Lion-O that came from the Cartoon Network line. Really posable. It has 1, 2 double joints on the shoulders, double joints on the elbows. You could turn the wrist. This is actually removable, and you could switch. Actually, this one, you can move this hand, remove that hand, and you can replace it with this. So there's about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, a little more than 15 points of articulation. I might be missing 1 or 2, but I'm quickly going through this. You check out the emblems, the logos on the belt, then the logo on the sword. Then you got the sheath, which is really cool, and the sword before it becomes extended and becomes the Thundercat sword, which I do not know the name of. Again, I am sorry, I don't know the names of these guys, but as an action figure collector, this is an awesome action figure, and this came from a great toy series that never was finished. I was looking forward to a Panthro to a Chitara. Is looking forward to a Mumra, like the larger Mumra. Actually, they did have a Mumra, so like sorry, but I was looking forward to other 6-inch figures, and they didn't have them. This guy is cool because the amounts of poses you could put him in. He's very when you stand him on your shelf, the feet are large enough where you could put him in a variety of poses, and you don't have to worry about him falling. You don't have to put like those sticky glue spots, which that's a trick to shelf space. You could put him on glue spots, and then put him in like poses that you otherwise wouldn't, and the glue sticks would allow you to do that. But you don't really need to do that with this guy because the feet's large enough. It's long enough, wide enough for you to be capable of making these particular poses, these difficult poses that you may or may not want to do. The head sculpt is fantastic. The hair is great, very Dragon Ball-esque. The face is very minimalist, I would say, but accurate enough where it's like, oh, that's totally Lino from the Cartoon Network series. I love this this armor piece right here. It doesn't hinder the not much. It doesn't hinder the articulation at all. You can't really go up that high with this, but you could always switch hands, and it's not something to nitpick about, although it does sound like I'm nitpicking. I love the color variation of this matte, yet it could be a little bit shinier silver. I might paint that, you never know. You have to be very careful with the logo on here. It's starting to wear off. That's why I've been storing this in a plastic bag. And then the back, as you can tell, all the screws are visible, which is one of the things where you just have to suspend looking at it and really just enjoy for what it is. You could definitely take pictures with this in a variety of poses, and you could definitely pose this alongside your Marvel Legends figures. I mean, I will actually, I'm going to update my toy photography playlist, so I will have tips and tricks for you soon. And I think my first feature character on there will probably be this guy, and I'll show you. I think the first episode of that is going to be scale, and so stay tuned. So that's going to be definitely something to tune in for. The bands for the kick pads on here are the same color as his fur, so that's something to take notice if you want to color that. That can be a cool project for you. But really, this is just a really cool action figure, and very under the radar, I would say. This is really cool with the handpiece, and I'm going to switch that out for you so you could check that out. So the arm piece that you could switch out, it gives it a much more edgier look. The only trade-off is that you cannot switch the sword to this hand, but I think it's cool. Like it gives them double weapons. You could scratch with this hand and then slice with this hand, depending on how heavy this sword is, but I'm sure it's no problem. I mean, look how swole this guy is. And he's a lion, so he's yeah, I'm totally gonna get roasted for my lack of knowledge, but this guy is awesome. You definitely need to check him out. Cool figure. I mean, just so awesome. I wish that cartoon series came back. Anyways, that's it. Have more videos for you. I'm updating my toy photography section. Sorry, I can't talk. And I'll have more videos for you guys. So please like or subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, if you don't want to miss the videos, please subscribe. All right? Thank you guys.